In this video, I will show you how to use the Excel year function along with some examples and important things to remember while using it. So let's get started. The year function in Excel returns the year value of a date. The year is a 4-digit integer number between 1900 and 9999. Here is the syntax of the year function. This function accepts only one argument, a valid Excel date. For example, this year formula will return 2024 as the year value. This year formula will return 2002 as the year value, and this year formula will return 1980 as the year value. The year function may return num or value error in some cases. The year function only accepts a valid date as the argument. If the argument is not a valid date, it returns the value error. For example, in this year formula, the argument string is not a valid date, so it returns the value error. Excel stores dates as serial numbers. It starts from 1st January 1900, which is represented by the number 1. Since the dates in Excel starts from 1900, this year formula will also return the value error for the date 1st January 1899. When we supply a number to the year function but it is not a valid date serial number, the year function returns the num error. For example, in this year formula, the argument number -3 is a valid numeric value, but it is not a valid date serial number, so it returns the num error. The year function is very useful in various date manipulation formulas. Here in this Excel sheet, I have some dates in this column. Now I want to check if these dates belong to a leap year or not. To do that, I am going to use the year function along with the date and day functions. Here is the formula that checks for the leap years. Here, the date function creates a new date based on the specified year, month, and day values. I have extracted the year value from the original date using the year function, specified 3 for the month of the March as the month value and 0 as the day value. When we specify 0 as the day value, the date function returns the last day of the previous month, which is February. I then extracted the day from the last day of the February month using the day function and compared that with the number 29 to check if the year is leap year or not. As you can see, since the years 2020 and 2024 are leap years, our formula returned true for these dates. In this Excel sheet, I have some dates in this column and number of years to add to these dates in this column. To add years to a date, I am going to use the year function along with the date, day, and month functions. Here is the formula to do that. Here, the year, month, and day functions extract year, month, and day from the specified date respectively. I have added the number of years specified in the C column to the years extracted from the original date. As you can see, we now have the new dates. Since the year value is -1 in this cell, our formula subtracted 1 year from the original date and returned the new date of year 2023. Here in this Excel sheet, I have some dates in this column. Now I want to calculate the remaining days of the year based on these dates. I am going to use the year function along with the date function to calculate the remaining days of the year. To calculate the days remaining in years, I am going to subtract these dates from the last day of the year, which is December 31st. Here is the formula to do that. Here I have specified the year of the original date as the year value, 12 as the month value for December, and 31 as the day value as the arguments of the date function. I then subtracted the original date from the last day of the year returned by the date function to calculate the remaining days of the year. As you can see, we now have the remaining days of the year for all these dates. Since the year 2024 is a leap year having 366 days, the formula returned 365 as the remaining days for the first date. The formula returned 0 as the remaining days for the last date because 31st December 2024 is already the last day of the year. Watch these videos to learn more Excel tips, tricks and how-to tutorials. If you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to our channel.